A great circus story by Dr. Seuss. If I ran the circus. If I ran the circus. In all the whole world, the most wonderful spot is behind Sneelock's store in the big vacant lot. It's just the right spot for my wonderful plans, said young Morris McGurk, if I clean up the cans. Now, a fellow like me, said young Morris McGurk, could get rid of this junk with a half-hour's work. I could yank up those weeds and chop down the dead tree and haul off those cars, they're just 2 or 3, and then the whole place would be ready, you see. All ready to put up the tents for my circus. I think I will call it the Circus McGurkus. The Circus McGurkus, the world's greatest show on the face of the earth or wherever you go. Tonight, grand opening. The Circus McGurkus, the cream of the cream. The Circus McGurkus, the circus supreme. The Circus McGurkus, colossal, stupendous, astounding, fantastic, terrific, tremendous. I'll bring in my acrobats, jugglers, and clowns from 1,033 faraway towns to the place that you'll see 'em in, ladies and gents, right behind Sneelock's store in the great McGurk tents. And I don't suppose old Mr. Sneelock will mind when he suddenly finds a big circus behind. The Circus McGurkus. After all, Mr. Sneelock is one of my friends. He might even help out doing small odds and ends. Doing little odd jobs, he could be of some aid, such as selling balloons and the pink lemonade. I think 500 gallons will be about right, and then I'll be ready for opening night. Welcome! What an opening night! What a night! What a sigh! I'll hoist up the curtain. The crowds will crowd in, and my Circus McGurkus will promptly begin. Wow! With welcoming toot on my welcoming horn, my hero, the apes from the jugglers of Jorn, where the very best horn-tooting apes are all born, 'cause the very fresh air there is fine for their lungs, and some of those fellows have 2 or 3 tongues. This way, step right in. This way, ladies and gents. My slideshow starts here in the front of my tents. When you see what goes on, you'll say, no other circus is half quite as great as the Circus McGurkus. Here on stage 1 from the ocean of Ulf is a sight most amazing, a walrus named Ulf. In a sight that will amaze you, he stands on one whisker, this wonderful Ulf, on the top of 5 balls, 2 for tennis, 3 golf. It's a marvelous trick, if I say so myself. Oops. And you'll see meet the Foon. You'll soon meet him now. The remarkable Foon. There he is. He eats sizzling hot pebbles that fall off the moon. And the reason he likes them, red hot it appears, he is greatly enjoying blowing smoke from his ears. Of course, pebbles like this are quite hard to collect. But Sneelock will manage somehow, I expect. There he is, carrying the pebbles. After all, Mr. Sneelock is one of my friends, and I'm sure he'll help out doing small odds and ends. Now, what is this? Uh-oh. And on stage number 4, see the Willy Wooly, who can throw his long tail as a sort of lasso. With a flip of a hip, with a tail of his kind, he can capture whoever standing behind. He can capture old Sneelock, I'm sure he won't mind. There he is with his pipe. Uh-oh. And now, here is Hoodwink, who winks in his wink hood. Without a good wink hood, a hoodwink can't wink good. And folks, let me tell you, there's only one circus with a wink-hooded hoodwink, the Circus McGurkus. Here's another trick. The show of all shows, there's no other showman who knows you and shows you with a blindfolded bowman. The blindfolded bowman from Brigger Barut, the world's sharpest shooter. Look at him shoot. Through the holes of 4 donuts, 2 hairs on a worm, and the knees of 3 birds without making them squirm. And then on through a crab apple on the head of Sneelock, who liked to help out, I have said, quite a lot. There he is, Mr. Sneelock. And now look, come to this spot where the spotlight is hot, and you'll see in the spotlight the juggling Jot, who can juggle some stuff you might think he could not, such as 22 question marks, which is a lot. Whoa, there he is. Also 24 commas, and also 1 dot. That's the kind of mixed circus I've got. Wow, that's the best. Oh, then under the big tent, my sideshow a beginning this way to the big tent, you'll find your head spinning. Ladies and gentlemen, youngsters and oldsters, your head will quite likely spin right off your shoulders. Your heads will be scary. So hurry up, get lively, get quick, and get into your seats. In my tent of all tents, my parade of parades is about to commence. There they are, rushing to the tent. You'll see the drum major. There he is. You'll see the drum major. Sneelock fling-flang his baton. And my organ McGurkus, come on! With its hot steaming pipes of gold brass-plated tin, snorting all sorts of snorts in a bumbling din. That is super stupendous, tremendous, stupendous, and when I play Dixie, please join the chorus. Oh, this is such a colorful circus with so many different things. Wow. Then a fluff-muffled truffle will ride on a huffle, and next in the line a fine plummix will shuffle. The flummox will carry a lurch in a pail, and Flibble will carry the flummox's tail. Where is that? Oh, right here. There's the flummox's tail. Will twang mighty twangs on their 3-sharper harp, and there's the harp, while a bolster blows bloops on a 3-nozzle blowser. The nostril blows floops on a 1-nozzle nozzer. Then comes a lion who's partly a tout. Oh, where's that lion? I don't see him. Maybe he's in the cave. And then comes the lion. Then more stuff for 45 minutes about. Oh, there goes my buddy barking. Oh, here they are. And then behind them, while everyone stares, come my to and fro marchers, who march in 5 layers. The froze march on toes, and the toes march on froze. Don't know how they do it, but that's how it goes. Whoa. Look at this one. Oh, I see someone I know. And now comes an act of enormous. No former performers performed this performance. This stunt is too gripping, slippingly frightening. Down from the top of my tent, like greased lightning, through pots of stickly bush trees, slides a man. What a man! On his roller skate skis. And he'll stare without fear, and you know at a glance that it's Sneelock, the man who takes chance after chance. And he won't even rip a small hole in his pants. Boy, he's talented. Oh my gosh. And now here in his cage is a beast most ferocious, who's far and wide known as the spotted atrocious. He growls, howls, and yowls, and most curdling sounds. And each tooth in his mouth weighs at least 60 pounds. Oh. And he chews up and eats with the greatest of ease things like carpets and sidewalks and trees. But the greatest Colonel Sneelock is just the right kind of a man who can tame him. I'm sure he won't mind. Then I see Sneelock off in a few minutes' rest, but then my world's finest, trapeziest, breeziest, zoomiest, west upper bendeziest, who never quite know, while the zoop and they zoom, whether which will catch what one, or who will catch whom, or if you'll catch anyone in the air up there. They're having so much fun. Just part of the air. What a circus, my circus. My workers love work. They say, work us, please work us. We'll work and we'll work. So many surprises. You'll never see half of all our surprises. And now there is Sneelock. Oh, there he is. Brave Sneelock is back, risking life on my patented life-risking track. While the speedsters I call my colliding collision, then Sneelock just lies there, not one bit excited. I know he won't mind. He's just simply delighted. Uh-oh, there he is again. And here, there he is. In a contest of brute strength and muscle, Kid Sneelock, my champ of all champs, will now tussle and wrestle the beast called the Grizzly Ghastly, and slap him around, and he'll slap him down fastly, and pin both his shoulders tight, flat to the mat. Kid Sneelock will love it. I'm sure about that. Ho, he's a big guy. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at these. And while that goes on there, look over here. Have you heard of my herd of through-horn jumping deer? Every deer jumps through horns of another. And while his horns are jumped through at the same time as well, my deer whose horns also are jumped through again. And who do you think is training them so? Well, Trainer Sneelock, where did he go? And this is the fun part of my old circus. The tent where the whales shoot out water from their spouts. And first, whale number 1 with aim, stride and true, he spouts that Sneelock to whale number 2. And then whale number 2 spouts his spout like a gun, and that spout spouts Sneelock back to whale 1. Why, they're playing ball with Sneelock, just as long as the water spouts hold out. Then the tournament of knights come along, without fears. There's Sir Hector, Sir Victor, Sir Blops, and Sir Beers, Sir Hawkins, Sir Dawkins, Sir Jawkins, and Jeers. They gather into the tent, and everyone cheers. They have a roustabout joust with their boxing glove spears. Oh, there he goes. And while all this ruckus is going below, at the top of the tent, look at the stars of my show. The great daredevil Sneelock, the world's bravest type. He comes pulled through the air by 3 soubrying snipes. While the people are turning all white as chalk and all biting their fingernails, Sneelock soars up at terrible, terrible height. But they are all full of fright. And then he'll land in a fishbowl. Whoa! And he'll manage just fine. Don't ask how he'll manage. That's his job, not mine. Well, why, he'll be a hero, of course. He won't mind when he finds that he has a big circus behind. Wow, a circus in Sneelock's backyard. Sounds like fun.